What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Pick Plug back again with another video, and today we're having to some Friday picks for today. It is Flex Friday, and we're definitely looking to cash out on these plays. So if you guys are looking to cash out with me, make sure to comment down below your favorite pick of the day and smash that like button. If we get this video to 600 likes, as soon as this video hits 600 likes, I will be dropping a pinned comment bonus pick. In the last video, we cashed out on our bonus pick, which was Deni Avdija over 3.5 assists. This makes 3 straight videos that we've cashed out on these personal plays. So if you guys do want an additional play to cash out on, just smash that like button and get this video to 600 likes. Also, because it is Flex Friday, if you guys are looking to cash out on some 5-pick or even 6-pick plays, the outlet will be dropping a bunch of them in their Discord today. So if you guys do want to join up on the Discord, it will be linked in the pin comment below. And for their exclusive plays, they have been killing it recently. To start off the year, they have been helping members to cash out hundreds of dollars on just the first couple of days of them joining. So if you guys are looking to win consistently and make profit over time, these are the plays for you. Go ahead and click the link in the description below. Go ahead and try out the outlet's exclusive plays. Like I said, we got a great slate ahead of us for today, so without further ado, let's hop into today's picks. Hopping into our first play for today, and by the way, if you guys do want access to these plays as soon as they drop, just smash that like button and subscribe button so that this video can be pushed out to more people. And when you turn on that post notification button, you will be able to get a notification for whenever these high value plays drop. For our first play, we'll be going for Lamelo Ball, 7.5 assists. This one is going to be for more. Now, within the last couple of games, he's hit this line at 3 of the last 5 games, playing against teams like Houston, Washington Wizards, and the Philadelphia 76ers. He did end up having 13 assists against the Wizards, which is definitely pretty impressive. But for Lamelo Ball, he does this on the regular. As you guys can see on Outlier, he has multiple games where he has double-digit assist games. And overall, I just do like this list of games that he's hit within the last 10 games. Now, he is averaging 33.6 minutes within the last 10 games, averaging also 14.4 potential assists, with some games even having as high as 22 potential assists. Now, his hit rate on those potential assists is about 50%, and with the long list of injuries on the Hornets roster, it is definitely going to be vital for Lamelo Ball to be a huge factor in their offensive game plan if they even want to come close to winning. Now, with this long list of injuries for the Hornets, the Pistons are also missing a key player, Jaden Ivey. As you guys saw recently, he did just recently get injured. It was a pretty bad injury. He will not be coming out back anytime soon, which is very unfortunate. But what this means for Lamelo Ball is that there will most likely be a bunch of backdoor cuts, and overall just a lot more opportunity for him to get assists and score in general. He is averaging 8.8 assists already within the last 10 games, and with them having to adjust in that big gap that Jaden Ivey is now no longer filling, this will also play a huge role in Lamelo Ball going on the over for assists. As you guys can see in the last couple of games that he has played against the Detroit Pistons, he got on the over for both times this season, which in both of those games Jaden Ivey was playing. He had 8 and 9 assists. This is just going to go on the over, most likely with the loss that the Detroit Pistons had in Jaden Ivey. Now, an alternative line would also be the points tab for 29.5 or the points plus assists, which is just a little bit too high for my liking. But for the points tab, I definitely do like this line. He's hit this line in 7 out of his last 10 games, averaging 30.7, and he's going up to a team that is 21st in points allowed. This definitely went up with the loss of Jaden Ivey. On top of that, he's already hit this line in the last game that they did play, having 35 points in that matchup. I definitely do like this line for the over as well, but just for sticking to the safer side, I will be going for the over on 7.5 assists. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. For our next prop of the day, before we actually hop into that, I do want to let you guys know that there is a huge free prop up on Chalkboard for you guys to take advantage of for the 0.5 points on Trae Young. If you guys use this square, you can tail it with any free or confident play that you guys are in for today and make a simple 2-pick play. And while you're at it, you can win up to 100 times on your payout boost when you use code TROPHY, as well as being able to double your first deposit match. There's going to be a lot of people profiting today on Chalkboard because of the amazing promos that they have up already. And if you want to just increase that payout boost overall, you can use code Trophy to be able to win up to 100 times and be able to double your deposit match. So click that link in the description below to download Chalkboard. For our next play, it won't currently be on PrizePicks for you guys looking for it, but it will be coming up later very soon. We'll be looking at Dillon Brooks, and the line we're looking at for right now is 14.5 points for the over. In his last 4 games, he's hit this line against teams like Miami, Dallas, Toronto, and I definitely do like this matchup, especially go up against the Boston without Jaylen Brown. This game, they are missing Jaylen Brown, and Dillon Brooks has been on a pretty solid run. They're not bumping up his lines, even though he's hit this line in 4 straight games. On PrizePicks, you might see this line at 14.5. If it is at 15.5, I mean, if it is anything higher than 15.5, I wouldn't take that. But in the last 4 games, he's been getting some solid minutes. He's averaging 34.7 minutes. In the last 2 games, he's seen 39.8 minutes and at 39.7 minutes against Dallas and Miami. Against Boston, he's definitely going to have some key roles, especially since it is a home game. He's exceeded this line 15.5 points in 4 out of his last 5 games at home, averaging 18.4 points. Now, head to head, he did hit the last line against Boston at home. He's only played them 2 times ever, and the game before that, it was not a home game. They ended up getting blown out in January last year. But overall, the way Dillon Brooks has been playing, I definitely do like the line for the over. Boston is already giving up 24 plus points to the shooting guard position. With the added factor of Jaylen Brown being out, this should be an even easier game for Dillon Brooks to go on the over. Also, with Dillon Brooks being a pretty solid value option on RotoWire, they have most of his lines going on the over. This just adds a little bit more comfort for going on the over for his lines. Now, these aren't even the best projections, but if you guys do want even more high value picks from RotoWire, you can always click the link in the pinned comments. They have a vast, and I mean a vast variety of tools. For example, this line movements tab, you guys can see every single line and what they were previously at. For example, if lines have previously been updated and they've recently changed, you can see what they previously were, and people use this to make an insane amount of profit. Just from doing the line trend strategy, they are able to predict whether the line will go on the over or under just by looking at these percentages, the change percentages. For example, this 4.4% of change, that sometimes indicates that the sportsbook maybe sees that that line was too easy for them to hit, so they increased it and they had to bump it. If you guys do want access to a tool like this where you can have in-depth analysis on specific players and games, click the link in the description below or the pinned comment and try out the RotoWire Picks app. For our last line today, we'll be going back over to the Outlier app, and we'll be looking at Cade Cunningham for 37.5 points plus assists. This one is going to be for less. Now, we might be looking at this line. He's hit this line in 6 out of his last 10 games, averaging 35.6. He's going up against the Charlotte Hornets, which is not the best defensive team, as you guys see, versus the point guard position. They are 27th in points allowed, 13th in assists allowed, and they're not playing that great defensively. But what has changed in this game is because head-to-head, he's played 4 games against the Charlotte Hornets, has not been able to hit this line a single time. They've bumped this line like crazy. This line used to be as low as 32.5 in the last couple of games. They've been bumping this line a little bit too high for my liking. And I think this game, this most likely will just fall short, probably by a little bit, but overall I do think this is going to be a short line, especially with the added factor that Jaden Ivey is out. We might be seeing a lot of double teams for Cade Cunningham, leading him to go on the under for a couple stats, although we might see more assists for Cade Cunningham. That is why if we look at the assist line for 10.5, it is a really high line, but honestly, it is not that crazy out of his reach. Cade Cunningham has been seeing some crazy numbers recently for assists. He's been coming up short, but this line used to be 8.5. They keep on bumping it up. If you guys do see this line for 9.5 on PrizePicks, which is very likely that it will come out at, I would take the over. But for right now, we'll be sticking to the points plus assist tab for the under. He's been averaging 35.6 minutes and still been able to fall short in 16 out of his last 19 games at home. As you guys can see in these home games, he's only hit this line in 2 out of his last 10 games, averaging 32.7. Now, he's putting up some great numbers, but he's just falling short just by a little bit in every single game. And these aren't just like blowout games. These are pretty close matchups. For example, Houston Rockets 2-point game, 1-point game between the Atlanta Hawks. He ended up having 35 points plus assists. 1-point game between the Miami Heat, and he only goes on the over by 0.5. So overall, he's very close cutting with these lines. This game, I do have him going on the under. Now, if you guys like this play, and if you guys do want some additional exclusive plays, especially for Flex Friday, go ahead and check out the outlet, their exclusive picks. They've been on an amazing run, especially to start off the year. And like I said many times before, their members wins speak for them. Get yourself off to a great start on the year and profit with their Flex Friday plays. Their Flex Friday picks are what are the most profitable throughout the whole of the months. They pull in some crazy plus units, especially on Flex Friday. So if you guys do want access to their plays, again, it is linked in the description below or the pinned comment. That will be all for today's picks, but without further ado, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.